Ladies and gentlemen, for you guys who have been watching my YouTube channel and subscribing, thanks a lot. For most of you that are seeing me for the first time, I will introduce myself to you. My name is Iyare Imasi. I am a lawyer here in Germany. In Germany, we call it Rechtsanwalt. And it is very, very difficult to come to the stage where I am, to have been a lawyer in this country. Law takes very long, 8 to 9 years. And before you can be a lawyer in this country, you must have the qualification of a judge, which means a lawyer is equally a judge or a state attorney, a state lawyer. The lawyer, the judge, and the state lawyer, they all do the same examination. So you have to decide which area you want to go at the end. So because I'm having some people who are making wrong comments on my YouTube channel, I'm trying to tell you guys that what I'm talking about is not true. In this country where I am, is a country of law and order. Anything I tell you here is the truth. If it's not the truth, I will face consequences. I will even end up losing my license. So I cannot come here and tell you what is not the truth. So a lawyer in the Western world is not a liar. He always tells you the truth. And if you meet him and consult him, he will always tell you the best thing for you to do. There are cases where people don't really open up to you for one reason or the other, but that apart. So my topic today is how to get a student visa from your country of origin to Germany to come and study in this, our great country called Germany. Germany has worldwide recognized intellectuals, people like Einstein, Beethoven, Mozart, Schiller, Goethe, to mention a few. So this country is a great country. And in Germany, the people of this country believe that to have a good education is the right of a child. So, or the right of everybody living in the country. If you get resident permit, you're allowed to come into the country, you enjoy these facilities. So that is why education is free here. From primary school to university level, you don't pay tuition fee, you don't pay school fees. So the only thing you pay if you are in the university is you pay what we call semesterticket. This money is meant for your ticket and some kinds of facilities that is being used in the university. And you pay it once in 6 months. And in most cases, it's around 280 to 350 euros in 6 months. So you can imagine with this money, you are given a ticket with which you can travel around your state where you are. There are even states in Germany where you can even move from your state to another state, depending on the contract that they have with each other based on this student ticket. And as a student, you enjoy a lot of facilities in the country, a lot of advantages. So be prepared. So the first thing is, of course, what do you do so that you can come to Germany to study? So my advice for you is go to Google. Go to Google in the internet and enter the list of universities in Germany. When you write the list of universities in Germany, more than 600 universities will jump out. And then be very careful because in the most cases, it is the private universities that jump out first of all in Google. And why? Because they are doing advertisement. If they don't do advertisement, they will not be found. And these private universities, they cost a lot of money. So if you choose a private university, you are going to pay a hell of money here in what we call semester fee, from 6 months to 6 months for your semester fee. So that one is different from the semester ticket. that you pay so that you have your ticket and other facilities. So I will advise you, when you write the list of universities in Germany, go down, search for page 1, from page 1, go to page 2, go to page 3 on Google. And when this list come out, look into them very well and search for the kind of course that you would like to study in Germany. And most of these courses can be done either in German. German is, of course, the general language that we have here if you are studying, if you want to start most of the time with a bachelor's degree from the scratch. So you have to learn really German language. But we have equally private universities that are teaching in English language. And there, of course, you have to pay money. And if you are lucky, you can equally find some universities, public universities that equally teach in the English language. So it depends on the course that you want to study. So you search for this list of the universities and then go into their website and search for the course that you want to study. So if you are coming from Africa or Asia or anywhere in the world, there are a lot of these countries that don't have the German kind of standard of A-level. So if you don't have a German A-level and you want to come and study here, you'll be asked to go to a student college. A student college will take you 1 year. It's just 2 semesters. And at the end, you have to write a final examination that will now, if you pass your final examination, then you can finally go to the course that you want to study in Germany. But for most of you guys that are coming for masters, in master's degree, which means you have already a first degree in your country, you want to do a further studies in masters. So many of the universities in Germany, the public universities, I say, is free. Don't go to the private university because it's going to cost you a lot of money unless you are from a rich family that has that money to pay for a private university. The standard of the university here in the country is the same, unlike in America or I would say United States of America, because America too, there's Mexico and some other countries around there. So United States of America, Canada, Britain, Australia, and where again, maybe New Zealand. No? So in these countries, your chance of getting a job depends on the university that you attended. And most of the time, these universities that people attend in such countries and pay a hell of money, they are mostly the best. So, but if you don't have that kind of money, I decide to go to such countries, it is your fault. So, but apart from that, those universities, those countries I've mentioned with their universities, and compared to our university here, there's no difference, even though they are paying a hell of money. So the German standard is even more higher than these countries that I've just said now. Because in the UK, for instance, if you are a doctor in the UK, you cannot work in Germany. But if you are a doctor in Germany, you work in the UK. You are allowed to travel to the UK and start working immediately because the German standard is very high compared to other standards in the world. For instance, the kindergarten, what we call Kita here, before you can be an Erzieher, a trainer, somebody who is taking care of the kids there in the kindergarten, in the Kita, you have to be a graduate of a university, Erzieher und Erzieherinnen. So you have to be a graduate of university, and you must have done 2 state examinations arranged and organized by the federal government of the country to test your skills. It is when you pass, it is then you are allowed to train our kids here and train the German kids and train whoever enters into the country, and their children bring their children to you to the Kita. So as I said, enter into Google, search for the university, and then find the one that suits you for master's degree or for bachelor's degree or student college. So coming to the student college, of course, first of all, they demand the B1 German language certificate. So in the most cases, you'll be given an extra examination so that they can sort people out who want to enter into the student college. They are everywhere in the country. There are student colleges that are only made for University of Applied Sciences, and there are student college for both, which means if you want to study medicine, for instance, or you want to study law, you have to go to student college where you can get your credibility to go to the university to study medicine or to study law. But other courses like engineering and IT courses, you can do it in the University of Applied Sciences. So you search the right one there, and then write to them that you want to, you are seeking for an admission and you want to come to their university to come and study. So, and then after gaining admission to a university or a student college, you need what we call a blocked account. The block account can be, there are specific banks that offers this block account in this great country. So it can be N26, it can be Deutsche Bank, it can be Sparkasse, and all kinds of banks in the country. So at the moment, it has the block account, the money that you have to pay into this block account has been increased. Is now presently 11,208 euros that you have to pay into the block account. So from this money that you pay into the block account, and when you are here, you'll be given from the money a certain amount of money every month, about 334 euros every month. From that money will be withdrawn for you into another account that you are going to open when you are in the country, so that you can withdraw the 334 euros that will be sent to you from the 11,208 euros every month, so that you can feed yourself, pay for your dormitory, and pay for your health insurance, and then equally do some other things that you need. So I have to give you equally a secret, which is very nice. There are a lot of things that make this country very wonderful. If you are a student here, you enjoy all kinds of privileges. It's not every German that can go to the university. The university is made for the very bright ones. And as at the time I was at the university, I never bought even a pen one day, even a pencil I never bought. Most of the time, a lot of companies come into the campus and do advertisement. They have blocks of paper, what we call Fusca sheets in Nigeria, and they have biro, they have pen, they have pencils, they have eraser. I just go around every time and pick as much as I can. You can pick as much as you can. Even when the political parties are doing campaign, when it's time for election, they are always around in the centrum, and they put their small tables around where they are trying to talk to people the passerbys, people who are passing by. They try to explain their politics to them. They have pen, they have pencil, they have eraser, they have sharpener. So all these things, I've been taking them. They are all free. So I never paid one day for such things. Even books are so abundant in the library. No matter how many kinds of books you want to have that are made for your lecture, that are made for your studies, they are there more than in abundance. So you can take as much as you want to take home. So I tell you, this place is paradise for people who enjoy education like me. Education is so wonderful. It is not like where we are coming from, where our leaders have destroyed education since decades, since the colonial master left this place. This education has been destroyed. But here, you enjoy what it means to be educated. Education is what that counts here very high. Here in this country, nobody cares about the clothes you wear, about how much you have, but what they care about is what you have in your brain and how you talk and what are the senses that are coming from your mouth. These are the things that is highly respected in this country. So if you are educated, people love you. People love your environment. So then I will now come to exactly. So if you cannot pay this money, this 11,208 euros, you should look for somebody who can be your guarantor. a guarantor has to sign for you what we call in Germany here, Verpflichtungserklärung. It means he's going to be your guarantor. He's going to take over all your expenses during the time that you are going to study here in the country. Sometimes it can be signed for only 1 year, but for people who are coming as fresh students and will be going to student college, the guarantors, they have to sign for a period of 5 years. So it is not so easy to find some guarantor that will sign for you for 5 years. But the ones that are coming for masters presently in this my city in Kiel, we have a lot of foreign students that are coming here for masters. Masters takes most of the time 2 years, and sometimes it can take 3 years. There are some that even do their master's degree within a period of 1 year. So it depends on the course where you are studying. So you can find a guarantor that can sign for you for 1 year, or student college 5 years. So when you are here, you'll be able to take care of yourself through this money that has been paid, or whoever signed for you has to take care of your expenses. So and then you now start preparing your papers by looking for an appointment. To get an appointment at the embassy right now in many countries of the world, most especially in Africa, it has not been easy. So, of course, it depends on the country where you are coming from. In places like Nigeria, if you are not one of the students, for instance, what our embassy has written there, if you are not one of the students that is holding a bachelor's degree with grade 1 class, first class degree only, and this certificate has to be issued after January 1st, 2020, or if you have a first class that is only issued before the 31st of March, 2023, such people, they only wait for 2 months from the day of registration for an appointment to get a student visa, which is this master's degree. You only wait for a period of 2 months and you will get an appointment to come to the university to submit your document. But if you don't have first class, you have to wait for at least 1 year. It takes about 1 year before an appointment for you will be ready. So when you get an appointment and you are going to the embassy, there's a checklist, visa checklist that you have to go through. So these are the documents that are needed from you. And it's stated here that all documents must be submitted in the original with 2 sets of photocopies. So the originals will be returned after the procedure has been completed. So then these are the things that you have to present: 2 fully completed application forms, declaration pursuant of paragraph 54, 2 recent biometric passport photos, size 35 by 45 millimeter in front of a light background. One of these photos must be affixed to the application form and one must be attached loosely. You need a valid and signed passport, at least 6 months of validity remaining, issued within the last 10 years, and at least 2 blank pages. Birth certificate, certified copy of the local birth register extract or affidavit, declaration of age of one parent or the head of the family. For non-Nigerian or non-Ghanaian, non-Gambian, or wherever non-South African residents must present the resident permit of that country. So for further and already expired passport, and then school reports from primary and secondary school. Now, in the West Africa region, you have the West Africa Living Certificate or Senior School Living Certificate result, or in some of the African countries where you still have A-level. And I was told last time that even in the Congo Republic, Kinshasa, they still have A-level. So if applicable, proof of further studies, internships, gain employment up to the present time. If available, birth certificates of children and marriage certificates, expired residence titles, if you lived in Germany before, edited computer written curriculum vitae with information on your acquired diplomas, references, and certificates, a computer written and personally signed letter of motivation, admission from a German university, if applicable, enrollment in the language course at the appropriate level, proof of funding, blocked account with a minimum disposal sum of 11,208 euros, letter of commitment with credit rating proving scholarship, prepaid return envelope from one of the represented courier companies, sometimes additional documents for minors. Applicants under 18 years of age can be asked to produce the following documents: parents' passports, a signed declaration of consent from both parents in German or English, which permits, 1, allows the applicant to travel to Germany to study, 2, allow the applicant to withdraw money from the blocked account set up in Germany, and then, if applicable, death certificates of parents, if applicable, divorce decree of the parents. So the embassy reserves and said the embassy and the consulate general reserve the right to request further documents if necessary and to have their authenticity verified if necessary. So, as I said before, so all these things are the things that you need. You get them prepared. Of course, the most difficult situation is the financial aspect of it. And for most of you guys that wants to do a fresh studies in the German language by starting to learn the German language in your country, because now at the moment we have a lot of agencies and schools that are teaching the German language in many countries of the world, So you go to those places and learn German at least to the level of B1. But the master's degree students, they don't need the German language because their master's program is mostly taught in the English language. So those people, they can easily come. So, and then get yourself prepared because you are coming to one of the most organized countries in the world. Life is really good here. It is only sometimes cold. And if you are coming from a warm region, you are going to experience it when you come in the winter time. And you have to notice, of course, that there are time limit for you to apply for the admission. You have winter semester and you have summer semester. So you have to try and find out from the university when can you apply now, for instance, for the summer semester. And after the summer semester, then it comes the winter semester. So, and then when all these things, you're able to put all these things as well, before I forget, you should be able to negotiate equally with the, what we call ASTA. ASTA, an international center. In every university in this country, they have an international center. And ASTA is the one that is responsible for giving you a dormitory, giving you a room where you have to stay in the campus, where you have to be sleeping and where you can cook and then prepare yourself for your lectures from day to day. So you have to get in contact with those people. So But if these things are difficult for you and you feel that you need my help, you want me to help you to organize the admission process for you, of course, you can contact me through my email address, and then I will respond to you by telling you the possibilities and the modalities, what I am going to do and how I'm going to do it, and what it may probably cost you. So, gentlemen, thanks a lot for visiting my YouTube channel. Keep watching. New details will be coming. Stay tuned. And see you guys next time. And I will post you anytime I make the video, and you subscribe. Of course, you will always get the latest video from me. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.